Welcome back to my channel. It is 6:04 and let's get started. So today we're going to be making this is actually a crock pot chicken that I made over the weekend as part of my meal plan. It's one chicken breast. Well, I made two, but the other one was just for something else. So this is one breast that we're going to use in shred. Mine will be tacos and my husband will be quesadillas. I'm going to be making a salsa and a topping slaw to top it off. And then, just because this isn't challenging enough, we're going to be making dessert. And I say dessert because to most people, dessert would be decadent and very sweet. And to me, it's not. I grew up really poor in Mexico, and it's not like I grew up eating cake for birthdays or anything like that. So to me, sweet banana bread is dessert enough for me. So that's what I'm going to be making. It's a banana bread, but you guys can use it for breakfast or anything like that. It's a really good recipe, and it's really, really yummy. It has some really good ingredients, and it still has a sweet, hits a sweet tooth, and it's very, very, very yummy. So I'll be sharing that with you. Now, remember, I'm really not here to share recipes. I'm really here just to show you that it can be done. You don't need a recipe. You can just eye things. You could just have fun in the kitchen. Eating healthy doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be tedious. It doesn't have to be hard work. It's really easy. So, going back to the chicken, this chicken crock pot recipe was 1 can of puree. Right, it was 1 can of puree and then half a packet. Yeah, half a packet of this mild taco mix. And then I think I added garlic. Yeah, I added garlic, salt, and 1 lime, like a half of a lime juice. And I let it cook for about 6 hours in low heat. So it's like literally falling apart. So that was easy, very easy. And I made 2 large chicken breasts, I believe together they were 3 pounds of chicken. So again, this is one of the breasts. The other one was used for something else. Well, let's go ahead and get started. As you see, I got nothing going on. All right, let's do it. Okay, so I got this in medium heat with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm just going to add my 3 Roma tomatoes, my small jalapenos. Now, we don't even know if we're going to use the whole thing, because remember, we blend half of it, and then if we need more spice, we add more. We'll add that. Once it starts to brown, I'm going to add a little bit of onion and let that cook with it as well before we continue to the next step. Now, over here, we got 2 cups of oats, half a tablespoon of cinnamon. I know that sounds like a lot, but believe me, it's really delicious, very fallish like. So that's what we got in here. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend this. And then I like to blend this by itself first so that it becomes powdery like. And then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. All right, let me get that going. Okay, so I got that blended. Now, the more powdery like you have it, the better. It'll taste like really bready and fluffy. So I added a half a cup of peanut butter. And now we're adding a half a cup of milk. Now, you can use almond milk. I've done that before for my vegan friends or for my lactose intolerant ones. You can definitely use almond milk. I haven't tried it with any other milk. I don't know about like coconut or cashew. I really can't tell you, but I know almond milk works just fine. Now we're going to peel these 3 bananas and put them in here and blend away. Okay, so now our mixture's all yummy, so we're going to add some chocolate. Now for this one, you're going to add to whatever you want, right? But I would say about a 1/4 cup. I mean, you don't want to ruin the healthy part of this. We're going to mix it. We're going to spray this. We're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but I honestly have not used my oven in close to a year. I got this for Christmas last year. The best thing ever. We're just a family of 3. We don't really need to heat up a whole oven. We don't need to waste gas. We don't need to pay high gas because we're in the Midwest. We waste enough money on gas with the furnace. So this, oh my god, it has reduced our gas bill. Our electricity bill doesn't really notice it that much, and we bake a lot more now than we ever did. So, and it literally gets to the heat temperature and like bam. Like once those things are not red anymore, that means it's ready at the right temperature. So let's get going. Alright, that's done. So now let's move on to the dinner. I've added a piece of onion. I'm gonna let that brown a little bit more. And then what I do is I put water to finish it off, but you still get the flavor of the roasted part of the tomato, but then you don't have to wait hours on them roasting. So, alright, now I'm gonna get started on the slaw. Okay, so this is our slaw. We just put, the cabbage from the bag. We put a little bit of onion, and then we put about a half a small cucumber. And we're going to add half of a lime juice, salt and pepper, and let that marinate. Now this is all done, so we're going to add about a cup of water to boil. I failed to mention, I also add about a half a cup of what is this called, guys? Comment down below. What is this called? But half of this from vinegar. Prove that I have a toddler. Oh yes, I do have a toddler, guys. So this is what we're left with. So now we're going to add this to our blender. Just realized I forgot to mention I added a clove of garlic. Now, remember, we're cutting this in half, blending, and then deciding if it needs more. We don't add the whole thing until we figure out the heat, because that's how you end up with really spicy salsas and then you can't eat them. Salt and blending. Just take the whole thing stem, fold it in half, okay? And then you're just gonna go to town with it. Go as often as possible so that it ends up very fine. And then come back the other way around. That's it. Okay, we're going to add our cilantro to our beautiful salsa. We ended up not needing that. It was spicy enough, guys. So now I'm going to be slicing this mozzarella for the quesadillas. And we got our pan warming up to make the quesadilla. And look at our bread, guys. Yummy. Okay, so I put 3 slices of cheeses, then the chicken, and then I put 3 slices on top and close. That's the amount of cheese that my husband likes. So, let's get this done with. Put my tortillas. Let's get the table going, guys. These are just like leftover scraps here. Might as well use them. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it is never too late for coffee. I don't care what time it is. I have a toddler. And I have caffeine issues. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to show you I have my drugs. Did you guys smell that? Okay, dishes are done. Let's check the time. It is 6:47, so it took a long time, but we made a dessert, and we did have a lot of dishes to do, so not bad. Not into pineapples at all. Let's build our tacos. Well, my husband eats his quesadillas. there's my taco. Thank you for stopping by, guys. I'll see you next time. Have a great fit day.